All right, so we're at our new build here in Houston, Texas. We got Sebastian playing Chase today because Chase is off saving the world. So Sebastian is our GC on the job. Yeah. He is going to run you through exactly the progress of it, any hiccups we ran along the way. As you can see from behind us, this big pile of concrete was not supposed to be there. We dug up the slab from the other house because this is the house that we tore down that was burned down. And we found a bunch of pilings and pillars underneath the old concrete that cracked our forms and stuff like that. So that was our first hiccup. Sebastian, you want to run us through anything else you found?
Yeah, so, you know, just to piggyback off that, when we started digging our trenches for our beams, dude, concrete guy calls me, hey, we got a problem over here. And I show up, out of nowhere, concrete just starts coming up and up and up. But we tried our best, and now here we are, finally getting it all hauled away. We have a little bit of debris there. I have a dumpster coming Thursday to haul that off, and covered by the truck, we have about, what, $10,000 worth of lumber on the other side. So, want to go take a look at that?
Well, let's talk about the framing. So what are the stages of framing are we at right now?
So right now, the guys are doing all the walls. So that's the first thing that goes up. They're going to come, they mark it all on the ground, and then they start putting their walls up. You know, we're going to have our bottom plates all the way up. Right now, it's missing their headers. Like I said, they're just putting walls and bracing. That's it. Later, we're going to do the ceiling joists, which are actually already here on site. They're going to start that today and finish tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have rafters on the way.
Talk about the timeline of the foundation. How much was our concrete? How much did we spend on our forms, surveys, anything like that?
The form material, because it's reusable, we really didn't spend anything. I mean, you know, the form material that came out of here, we're going to use that at another project, and then another project, and then another one. The concrete, well, the material itself for our post-tension cables was $3,161 with, I'll give you the cents. Here, where are we at? Houston post-tension. $3,161 with 61 cents. That included all of our cables, all of our rebar, our plastic, the mastic itself, everything. Everything that went into that foundation, apart from the concrete itself, was included in that by Houston Post Tension, a fantastic company.
And we went with, we're going post tension now because rebar is so expensive, right? So it saves us on the rebar cost?
Rebar is expensive, but also labor. Dude, to lay these cables, they come pre-cut with marks on them already. You just look at the mark and it tells you, you know, C1, C2. Okay, then look at the plan. C1, this cable goes right there. It's pre-cut. You drill a hole, you lay it out, 2 nails, you're done. That's it. Easiest thing in the world. The material itself is a little bit cheaper, and the labor is so much cheaper than doing rebar.
How much cheaper do you think it saved us on that?
Oh man, on probably about $3 to $4 a square foot, pure labor wise.
Okay.
And the material's about $1 a square foot cheaper. Cool. Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, well, let's go back and check out the framing.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Right
Go
here.
ahead and talk about it.
Okay. So these are our cables. Whenever, like I said, 2 nails, that's all it is. These are already pre-cut to the length they need to be. The guys, they just drill a hole through their form board, stick the cable out, put this little plastic cap on it. Behind it, there's this little metal plate. You put 2 nails through it and you're done. That's it. In about a week, Houston Post Tension is going to come back and stress these cables to, I believe it's 27.1 thousand PSI. They have to wait until this concrete is at least 2,000 PSI to stress it, or else it might crack the foundation. This is 3,000 PSI concrete. It's going to take about 7 to 10 days to get there. So yeah, probably late this week, if not early next week, it should be ready. They're going to come with a little machine. They're going to stress these cables really, really tight, draft up a letter. We'll send it to the engineer. The engineer will look at it, put a seal on it, send it to the city, and that's it. You're done. Sweet. And the stressing is also included in the price. In the price of Post Tension, absolutely.
Let's give them a walkthrough because this is going to be a different floor plan than what we did before. Yeah. So. Yeah, we can talk about that real quick.
The square footage on this one, I believe, total is 2733.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is our front entrance. This is our porch. This is our porch right here. We're going to have 2 posts on each corner. And this is where we're going to enter. Which one should we do? This one or that one?
It seems like there's less in this one, actually.
All right. So this is going to be our front door. As we walk in here, we're going to have our living room to our left and our kitchen to the right. This is going to be, I believe, a small pantry right here. Then as we come in, like I said, that's the living room, dining. We're going to come in through here. We're going to have laundry and then our first bedroom to the right. This is just one of the hall bedrooms. This is not the master. We have a closet here for this bedroom. This is a small storage space for, you know, whatever linen stuff, towels, whatever it is that they're going to need. Here we have our hall bath. We walk through here. We're going to have a tub there, toilet, and then vanity right there. This is a hall bath. This is our second bedroom.
Is that a half bath?
No, this is our laundry.
No, but on this side.
I believe actually this is our pantry. I think I was mistaken when I said that over there.
Okay.
This is our pantry right here. Then this is our laundry. Bathroom. This is the second bedroom. This one's basically a mirror copy of the other one. You know, your bedroom, you got your little closet. Pretty basic. Then we go into the master. Hope you're flexible to get through here. This is our master. Our door for this master is not framed in yet, but it's going to be through here. We're going to have double vanity here. We're going to have our toilet, and then this is our master shower. That's our closet over there. It's a rather big closet. All this space, whatever you want to do, you know, fit in here pretty good.
So for this one, we saw a change in trends because you guys liked the floor plan of the one we did last time, showed you guys, but that one was much bigger. That one was like 3,200 square feet. What we've seen in this area that's renting and selling is something that's a little smaller, and it makes it more cost effective and budget effective for this area. So that's why we chose to do single story, still a 3.2, no garages, 2,700 square feet. So it's going to cut our build cost down substantially, but we're still going to get the ARV that we want to, which is from the investing side, why we chose to go with a smaller footprint like this. They're definitely selling a lot better in this area. There wasn't the need for that 2-story one, and although we all liked it a lot better over there, but this was just for, you never want to overbuild for your area. And this is what the area is calling for, is something like this. We're going to be able to build it a lot faster, a lot cheaper, and it's going to rent still the same. Numbers are still going to be the same. We'll still build it for free like we did the other one. It's just going to be a little bit different floor plan, but this is going to be kind of like a rinse and repeat for us. This is like our pilot for this smaller footprint, and then we'll continue to just roll through 3 or 4 of these at a time, hopefully pretty soon. But any other issues we've had so far?
Issues not really, apart from, you know, the little surprise we had in the foundation. We got through it, and here we are. Walls are going up, ceiling joists today and tomorrow. Rafters started tomorrow.
Let's go over timeline. What do you think we're looking at timeline for the next couple weeks?
So timeline, we're gonna be basically done with framing end of this week, and I plan on starting my MEPS guys. If we can start late Friday or Saturday, you know, I'll bring them all in here. I know that sometimes they don't like it. I really don't care. I'll bring everybody in here.
I would say sometimes you got to be careful who, electrician, what HVAC guy.
They've been our guys for a long time. They understand. They're gonna take maybe about a week or 2 to get their stuff done. That's gonna put us from now to 3 weeks where we're gonna be ready for installation in sheetrock.
3 weeks? Do you have a deadline date that you think you're gonna hit?
Not yet.
You're not going to get the 90 days, you don't think?
Oh, I think, well, once we get our MEPS approved, after that, it's easy. Right now, this is where skeletons start coming out. Really, after the framing and after my plumbing and electrical and HVAC going, we'll blow right through it. Yeah, we'll blow right through it.
Cool. All right. Sir. Well,
the cost up to this point.
Yeah, you want to run us through the total budget so far?
So far.
So Sebastian actually developed his own program that me as the investor, I get to go on and log on to, and I can see every single invoice that gets logged. It keeps everything transparent. No, you're not going to be able to steal Sebastian from me, but if you try, but you can definitely contact me. We do bill for other people. We have a nice little partnership going. So if you are in Houston and you want something built, reach out to me. We can get you set up with, you know, single family, duplex, whatever you want. We can build it for you. So, he'll run you through exactly what's that?
Or if you're not in Houston.
Or if you're not in Houston, if you're in Florida, Corpus Christi, we go everywhere.
Listen,
So,
if the money's right, I'll go anywhere. All right, I'll go to Antarctica.
Well, people can build here if they're not from here. So it's
yeah, we can.
Yeah.
If you're not from here and you want to invest out of state, I invest out of state. It's doable, but you need somebody you can trust, like a Sebastian. That's why I'm not letting him go. So again, nice try, but we can make it work.
Yes,
but
sir.
Go ahead and run through the numbers.
So on the foundation itself, labor, we spent $11,000. On the material for it was Houston post tension, like I said, was $3,161 with 61 cents. Then the concrete itself was $14,640. We did have to get 2 extra trucks, which I'm still waiting for their invoice. After that is done, that's gonna leave our foundation to $31,721 with 61 cents, which
That's label, materials, everything.
that's everything to put this thing on the ground. And that's even with the hiccups that we had, because, you know, we had to spend a little bit extra because of what happened. Even with that,
Is that cost of demoing that and getting rid of, is that built into that or no?
That to demo it, yes. Not to haul it.
Not to haul it?
Not to haul it.
Okay.
That is gonna cost me about $300.
To haul?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. The framing itself, I have the labor in at $19,000. That includes everything: the walls, the ceiling joists, the rafters, the siding, doors, windows, everything that a framer can do. Jonathan, our framer, he's gonna do it. That's the labor price. Material, we spent,
$24,580.
our fence was in that.
Our fence was in that?
Our fence was in that, so it's actually a little bit lower. And we're still not done with the frame. We still have to buy some wall sheathing that's going to come from another company, and then the siding. I've waited on the siding to see exactly, you know, how we're going to want to design it. We're going to want to do lap, sheets, you know, what kind of trim, 1x2, 1x4. So we're just waiting on that. I can tell you right here. Give me a sec.
So the lumber package that we bought, that had our fence in it as well?
That had our fence in it, yeah.
Okay. Are we doing a split fence like we did in the other ones, where it's going to come down the middle, or how we section it off?
Yeah, no, so what we're going to do is we're going to run the fence all the way out, all the way around, but we're going to wait until later to split it at the back. So we don't want to put that right now because there's still going to be work that's going to be going all around here. Same thing with our gates. We're going to have 2 gates, but we're going to wait until those are going to be one of the last things that we do.
Yeah. You got to come back here, boss? Go ahead.
See it. So for our framing, not including the fence up to this point, we're at just material $20,732. Like I said, we still have siding, we still have the 2 front doors, and some soffits, some other smaller stuff. But that's what we spent up to this point. Yeah. Now all the material's not here yet. I have like 3 other deliveries already scheduled for our framer. It's gonna be a lot of lumber. Also including what we're going to return. There's going to be quite a bit not quite a bit. There's going to be maybe $1,000 of lumber that we're going to send back. That's going to come right back to us. We'll know that once everything is done.
Cool. But so far we're on track with budget?
Yeah, so far we're under, actually. Our foundation, we're quite a bit under. The framing, we're going to be a little bit under. And plumbing, we're under so far. The fence, my material is a little bit over, but my labor is under. So yeah, so far the budget's looking very, very healthy. Actually, in my numbers, I think right now we have about 26,000 of contingency. Now, that's gonna.
Yeah, we know how
Listen,
that goes.
it's gonna stop.
Don't jinx it now.
Once framing is done, I'm actually gonna redo the budget and bring it back down to 10,000 of contingency, and then respread that out to other line items that may come up.
Oh, don't go spurging on me. If we can come in under. I like under.
No. We'll come in under. Believe me.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're in the area or you're not in the area and you want to build in Houston, shoot me a DM. We'll get you set up. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll continue to run through this one and probably end up showing you some of our other new builds at the same time. And we'll go from there.